Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this cute scallop square that's made out of fabric. It's made out of two different pieces of fabric. And you take a bunch of these scallop squares and you can make a really neat variety of projects. Here's one of them here that I made. It's this scallop square purse. Isn't that just awesome? And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you what you need to gather together to make a scallop square purse. And then if you want more information and explicit instructions, you can email me and I'll have information about how to email me at the end of the video. Alright, so here's what you need to gather together to make some scallop squares. You're going to need your Big Shot, you're going to need your standard cutting plates, both of them, and then this is the Scallop Square Die. And what you're going to do is lay fabric over this die, run it through the Big Shot, and you'll cut out a whole bunch of scallop squares, like this. Here's one here that I've already done, and I have cut out my scallop squares and put a piece of batting. So you need fabric that really appeals to you. You need some batting. Of course you need a sewing machine, but you know you don't need a fancy sewing machine. You just need one that can sew a straight line. And then you'll need a rotary cutter and a pad and a ruler to help you measure. And that's really basically it. To finish off the purse, you may need a button and some maybe some plain material for the strap that goes over to as a closure. Let me show you though how to cut out the scallop squares. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but you can cut out 8 pieces of fabric or 8 layers of fabric on top of the scallop square, which makes cutting the scallops very easy. I just took a remnant of fabric that I had left over from making my purse, so this is only 2 layers. But you just set it up the same way you'd set up anything else. You have your bottom cutting plate, your scallop square, your fabric layers, and then your top cutting plate, and then you just run it through the Big Shot. And then you just pull from the center, and there you go. You've got your scallop squares. So what I did was I put a piece of batting in between the 2 squares. Oh goodness, I can't get this open. There we go. And what I did was I used our glue stick, just our regular Stampin' Up! Glue stick, put a dot of glue in it, put a single square of batting in between, put another dot of glue here, closed it, and then I took it to my sewing machine and I sewed an X through it like this. I'm not sure you can see this, but it is quilted shut and I've got an X through it there. Here's a different one for a different kind of purse that I'm currently working on that uses this kind of material. Let me bring in that purse that I've got. It's not finished, but what you want to do is sew 3 across and 6 rows, and then you want to sew 3 across and 5 rows, and then add 2 here. And then what you're going to do is bring it up like this, and then the other side, and then you'll have, let me bring in this one, you'll have your purse like this. So you want to show the edges when you're sewing it together. And then after you add your strap and your button and your handles, then what you do is you throw the whole thing in the washing machine and it frays the edges and it makes a scallop square rag purse. I'm Terry and I am nuts about stamping. If you love to sew or craft and you love fabrics, you are definitely going to want to make sure you have the Big Shot and the scallop square at home. See you next time. Oh, one more thing. Visit my blog at www.nutsaboutstamping.com. I'll have a photo of my scallop square purse, and I will also give you some information on how you can contact me to get more explicit instructions if you're interested in making a scallop square rag purse. I'm Terry. See you next time. Bye for now.